Evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us tonight. The search continues for more possible victims after a man broke into an elderly woman's Martin County home and raped her. But authorities say this crime should have never happened, Jim. That's because the man was here illegally in the country.
Yeah, Liz, we're learning a lot tonight. The Martin County Sheriff says this suspect should have been deported. Instead, he's been walking our streets and now charged with an unthinkable crime. And according to the Martin County Sheriff's Office, it's not the first time he's been in trouble with the law. Our Lily Ortiz joins us now and stored at Hidden Harbor Estates. That's where that crime took place.
Not only was he here illegally, according to the sheriff, but he's had several run-ins with the law. We spoke with an immigration attorney who said he should have never been in the U.S. and never stepped foot inside this neighborhood where this home invasion attack occurred.
Even if he had a green card, he could still be deported.
Okay.
So having a green card doesn't keep them safe.
Immigration lawyer Heriberto Hernandez weighs in on the serious crimes against Marvin Mendoza. The 20-year-old is in the Martin County Jail, accused of breaking into an 82-year-old woman's home, tying her up, and raping her. Mendoza, who came to the U.S. in 2016 as an unaccompanied minor from Guatemala, was seeking asylum, but he never finished the process and was arrested at least 2 times as juvenile for battery and grand theft. Then in 2019, as an adult, he was arrested again, this time for exposing himself in front of children in a park. He was given 300 days in jail and then released.
But let's assume that he had no immigration status in 2019. He would have definitely been a priority for immigration.
Martin County Sheriff William Snyder says his office alerts Homeland Security when they have a foreign national in custody. CBS 12 News is still trying to figure out why federal agents failed to deport Mendoza.
Based on the seriousness of the prior 2 offenses, he could have been subject to at least being detained in an immigration facility, and he should have been subject to a detained hearing in immigration court where a judge would make an analysis of whether or not he presents a danger to the community. In this case, it is very possible that ICE did not want to act on it, or perhaps the ball was dropped.
Mendoza's bond was just set at more than $500,000 for multiple charges, including sexual battery by great force. The 20-year-old could face a minimum of 20 years, and he says everything could change if the feds step in.
Let's assume that ICE does have a hold. ICE could essentially arrest him if they deem that he does not have any lawful immigration status.
Hernandez is calling out on the changes that need to be made, not just in cases like this one, but he says sometimes victims don't even get the justice they deserve.
There has to be better communication between local agencies, law enforcement, and ICE. There's a loophole somewhere where ICE sometimes is deporting people with open state cases, and there are victims that sometimes don't get justice.
In Stewart, Lily Ortiz, CBS 12 News.
We heard part of this story earlier tonight, and a source from a federal agency tells CBS 12 News they believe Mendoza was in this country legally. However, they wouldn't go on the record. We're going to keep digging for answers.